Hey everyone, I want to talk about something that we all probably struggle with at one point or another, idolizing certain people, specifically celebrities. We've all seen how the world can get totally obsessed with famous figures, and sometimes it feels like we put them on a pedestal sometimes, thinking that they are all the ultimate models for success, happiness, or even purpose. But what if I told you guys that there's someone who's actually way more worthy of our admiration and reverence? Someone who has real, lasting wisdom and love to offer us. Yeah, guys, I'm talking about God. Here's the problem with idolizing celebrities. Now, don't get me wrong, celebrities can be incredibly talented people, inspiring, and even charitable people, but when we start placing them on a pedestal as our role models or even the ultimate source of truth, we're setting ourselves for some disappointment, guys. You see, celebrities at the end of the day are human too. They make mistakes, they have flaws, and many of them struggle just like the rest of us. From mental health struggles, substance abuse issues, to personal scandals and even public breakdowns, celebrities are just like anyone else. The problem comes when we start to worship them so much, elevate their opinions over our own beliefs, guys, or base our own self-worth on their approval. This can create a toxic cycle of comparison, insecurity, and ultimately disappointment. Think about it. How often do we hear about a celebrity falling from grace? How often do we see fans who can't cope with the reality that their heroes are all flawed? But when we idolize someone, we're investing in someone unstable, human beings who are subject to the same flaws and limitations as the rest of us. So what's the alternative? Why should we focus on God instead of celebrities? Well, God offers something far more lasting and fulfilling than anything or anyone else in this world. God is perfect, eternal, and unchanging, unlike fleeting fame of a celebrity. God's wisdom, love, and guidance are constant. We can look to God for our true worth, our sense of purpose, and our moral compass. His teachings, seen thought, the life of Jesus, which offers us an example of how to live with love, compassion, and humility. And unlike human idols, God's promises never disappoint. Imagine this: when you look at a celebrity, you're seeing a person who, while talented, might be struggling with personal demons, might be surrounded by false praise, and might not even have a true sense of who they are outside of their fame. But with God, you're looking at the perfection. God isn't swayed by public opinion, isn't driven by fame or wealth, and isn't caught up in the pressures of a perfect image. His truth stands independent, and trends or popularity, that just doesn't matter to God. You see, God's love is unconditional, and his teachings point us towards a life that isn't about self-glorification, but about serving others, living with integrity, and growing in faith. So now that we understand why idolizing celebrities can be problematic and why God should be the true object of our admiration, how do we actually redirect our focus? How do we stop putting so much energy into chasing after people who are just as human as we are and start investing in something greater? Well, here's one thing. Recognize that there's a difference between admiration and idolization. It's okay to admire people for their talent, achievements, or kindness, but idolizing them means putting them in a position of ultimate importance. When we admire someone, we recognize their humanity and the qualities we want to emulate, but we don't lose sight of our own values or faith. Here's the second thing we can do. Start reading scripture, the Bible scripture, or learning more about the teachings of your faith. You know, whether you're a Christian, Jewish, Muslim, or you follow another faith, understanding the deeper spiritual truths can help you put things into perspective. It's not just about the rules, it's about learning to see life through the lens of something bigger than ourselves. Here's the third thing we can do: invest in your relationship with God. Take time each day for reflection, prayer, or meditation. Ask for guidance and strength to keep your heart focused on things that truly matter. You know, guys, as we direct our focus toward God, we begin to notice a shift in our hearts, our minds, and actions. The fourth thing we can do is live out our values. Walk the path that God has laid out for you. Practice love, kindness, and humility in your day-to-day life. When we live authentically and align our actions with our faith, we begin to inspire others, not because of fame, but because of our sincerity and purpose. So as I wrap this up here in this video, I want to challenge you. Take a moment to reflect on where your focus lies. Are you spending more time idolizing people who can't offer you lasting peace? Or are you turning your heart and mind to God, who promised to guide you and give you purpose? We live in a world that constantly tries to tell us who to look up to, but ultimately the only one who deserves our full devotion and admiration is really God. No celebrity, no influencer, no public figure, no one can give us the lasting fulfillment that comes from the faith and understanding of our true worth, which comes from God. So remember this, guys. Idolizing God isn't about blind worship. It's about recognizing the profound love and wisdom that He offers us. When we put our trust in Him, we begin to experience true peace, purpose, and joy. So let's stop chasing after the fleeting and start focusing on what's eternal. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope this video helped you a little bit and realign your focus. You know, guys, if it resonated with you, feel free to drop a comment down below here and let's talk about it, or feel free to comment anything you thought about this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Take care.